8th February 2024. Trooper Escamilla was traveling westbound on I-30 when she spotted a white Buick throw out a cigarette packet. When the suspect, later identified as Demetrius Kelly, ran a red light at an intersection, she flipped on the sirens and tailed him closely. Once they got onto I-30 East, speeds climbed to 90 with Demetrius screaming down the interstate, swerving over all lanes right in front of heavy trucks and passing vehicles on the shoulder. Trooper Escamilla attempted a pit when Demetrius took exit 134, but he brake-checked her and she jolted past. With the suspect now attempting the slowest getaway ever, she took him out without a hitch, and the Buick rolled into a ditch. He soon flees on foot, but Escamilla stays with the passenger. A quick search reveals a Taurus G3 9mm pistol.
Just try to TV out, they brake check me.
With backup arriving fast, Demetrius is cuffed and escorted into the back of the patrol car. When asked why he ran, he simply states, "Because I'm an idiot." He's transported to Pulaski County Regional Detention Facility and eventually charged with felony fleeing and possession of a firearm by an unauthorized person.
Hands! Hands! Hands!
What started out as a simple traffic stop for littering should have resulted in a verbal warning, but Demetrius was also clever enough to run a red light in front of an Arkansas officer. Maybe next time he'll check his mirror before doing anything thoughtless. Trooper Escamilla is patrolling on I-40 when she catches sight of a black motorbike with no license plate barreling past, slicing through lanes like it owns the highway. Even with the inexperienced rider scared to lean the bike over in corners and instead putting his foot down, he propels off with no hesitation when Escamilla lights him up.
Just took the 12. Getting on the highway 161. Yeah, we're coming up on some traffic here. Speeds right now are 80. It's about to be passing on the shoulder shortly.
The rider, identified as Chad Guess, continues onto I-40 West where he rides through a construction zone with workers present. He then switches lanes, darting onto I-440 East where he decides to push the danger to a new level, overtaking vehicles on the right shoulder. He's pushing the bike to its limits, but that limit's about to show. He somehow keeps screaming down the highway, even with heavy traffic and backup moving in.
Speeds are now 110. We're approaching the interchange. Looks like we're getting ready to get 30 west. Yep, we're going to be 30 west. 30 west. Take a 30 west. 30 west. Speeds 90. Light traffic.
30 west now, speeds 90 like that. Went around an 18-wheeler on the right shoulder. Had to take his speed pressure. Had to take his speed pressure.
When Guest takes the Lindsay Road exit, Trooper Escamilla overtakes him on the left to prevent him getting back on the interstate and to slow him down. She gives him a gentle bump that ends the pursuit. It was about as gentle as she could try and be when stopping a bike.
No, it's not about that. Just stick to four, stick to four.
That guy is lucky beyond lucky he didn't take an unscheduled flight into a tree line. He didn't even strap his helmet on properly. He was lucky when he reached his right hand into his pants that Escamilla didn't shoot but fired a taser into his back. Guest was placed in handcuffs without further incident or injury, medically cleared at Baptist Spring Hill before being transported to Pulaski County Jail. He was charged with felony fleeing, obstruction of government operations, as well as several traffic violations. What should have been a simple traffic stop ended in a wrecked motorbike and a laundry list of new charges for Guess. If he was going to ride like that, he should have been wearing a clown outfit. He thought he could get away with it, but running from the cops is never a smart move. It was 8th December 2022 when Trooper Escamilla heard over the wire there was a drunk driver swerving over all lanes of traffic on I-440 East. Enter Donald Baxley, who isn't going down quietly. When he passed her, she flipped on the lights and sirens, which prompted him to slow down on the shoulder. For a second, it looked like he'd stop, but the drink had a better hold of him, and he pulled out again before crashing himself into the concrete barrier at 60 miles an hour. Trooper Escamilla closed in again, this time pulling alongside so he'd have no excuse not to see her. When he performed the same trick again, Anna Escamilla decided to give him a minute to change his mind. But Baxley only ignored her and continued with a blank stare. When she finally pitted him, the Nissan pickup truck went full speed head-on into the concrete barrier.
The Sherwood exit here in a second. Coming up to Sherwood. Sit. Alright, let's drop. Or 1016.
Even with the raucous engine noise, Baxley doesn't turn off the engine, which angers Trooper Escamilla even more. She breaks out the baton, then the gun with Baxley sitting there like nothing's happening. Trooper Mitchell arrives. Both windows are smashed and Baxley's dragged to the floor. Baxley said he'd only had one beer. Yeah, right. We're not buying it.
Get out. Get out. Get on the ground.
He pled guilty in court to reckless driving and driving while intoxicated and received $850 in fines. With broken bits of Nissan, a good truck ruined, and 2 officers' days wasted, maybe he should have been given more than just a month's probation. It's 12th October 2023. Trooper Escamilla is patrolling on I-40 when she spots a gray Mercedes Sprinter van following too closely to another vehicle. While this may be the official reason for the stop, police are known to stop vehicles in known drug areas, using other minor traffic violations as excuses. The driver, identified as Ali Ashabi, said he's traveling from Tennessee to Little Rock, Arkansas to help a friend move, and that the van belongs to a friend. When she asks if she can check the van, he's shaking like he doesn't know whether to stay or to run.
Hello, how are you? Hey, my name's Trooper Escamilla. I'm with Arkansas State Police. The reason I make contact with you is you're following too close. You gotta give a distance of 200 feet. Okay? You have a driver's license? Even your firearms? Guns? No, can I check? Yeah. Okay. No. Come this way. I don't want you to get out on the road. Can I check? Yeah. Okay. So where are you traveling to right now?
Little Rock.
Little Rock? How long are you going to Little Rock for?
Like 1 day.
So this is not a work van. It's just, it's a personal van. You just use it to move stuff.
No, this is a company. This is the registration is like a company.
What kind of company?
It's like,
Moving?
Yeah, I mean, we move the stuff, we just like buy some stuff, we just, business, take some stuff, business, do this.
Nothing illegal?
No.
Can I check?
Can check?
I can check?
While shaking, Ali says there's nothing illegal in the van and tells her the back doors won't open. But that's not about to stop the trooper. A quick search turns up thousands of boxes of untaxed Newport 100 cigarettes. Some have stamps from South Carolina, but most are unstamped. When she tells him to get in the back of the patrol car, he becomes visibly nervous and is completely unable to explain why he's hidden the boxes and bags and behind a couch.
You smuggling?
No. What do you mean?
Smuggling tobacco?
It's like, this one is tobacco for somebody.
Okay, go sit in the back seat. Do that! Let me ask you a question. How much tobacco do you have?
I'm like 1,000.
All the way?
Yeah.
1,000 cartons?
It's not the most.
Why do you have them hidden that way?
It's not hidden like that because it's like, in the back is hot.
Because what?
The back is going to be hot because
No, because the way that is, it's a garden club, and the boxes are hidden in that.
When Escamilla's heard enough of his story not adding up, she tells him to take the next exit and pull into a gravel parking lot. At least he doesn't make a run for it, knowing a heavy boxy van's not going to be able to outrun a state trooper.
If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to an attorney. Do you understand these rights I've just read to you?
What does that mean?
Do you understand these rights I've read to you?
No.
Do you want to talk to me without a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay. What, do you want a lawyer or no?
Yeah.
You want a lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Trooper Escamilla was sure to take pictures of the evidence and transfer it to the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office. Ali was charged with possession of unpaid tobacco products and use of another person's property to facilitate a crime. The seizure included 32,671 packs of untaxed cigarettes valued at more than $311,000. The suspect was sentenced to 12 months probation after pleading guilty. ASP Colonel Mike Hagar says, Contraband cigarettes are one of the leading sources of funding for terrorism in the United States, and that Arkansas troopers will continue to dismantle organizations behind illegal cigarette operations. It's May 14th, and Trooper Escamilla is patrolling I-40 again. After she noticed a black Jeep following a group of motorcycles too closely, she pulls him over. When he can't give his insurance or identification, he decides his best bet is to fly off. She goes back to the area he was last sighted at the on-ramp from Highway 70 to I-440 East. Spotting him wasn't tough. She finds him at the bottom of the hill. He decides to try his luck again, but Trooper Escamilla is not letting him get away this time, and quickly catches up.
We are in on I-40 West.
Collier gets onto Interstate 440 East at speeds of 100 miles per hour. He merges onto Interstate 40 East, but due to his speeds, he barrels off-road, kicking up dirt clouds, colliding with small trees and striking a fence line. Despite the trooper's instructions, he runs off without hesitation, and being possibly armed, Escamilla has to wait for backup to arrive. When it does, the canine dog Lebos let off the leash, tracking the suspect crawling through the field.
Show me your fucking head!
Nice down there. I'm turning around at Crow Road.
I need to be a blood out. Now to me. 40, travel south.
Yeah, so.
When he refuses to cooperate, Trooper Escamilla and backup drag him back to the patrol car, but not before Escamilla gives him some taps on the head to wake him up.
You got lucky, homie. Oh, man.
Collier is checked for dog bites. Turns out the canine dog Lebo had successfully bit him on the right leg.
Stand up straight. Stand up. Spin around. Turn around. Don't fall, just turn. Stand up. Hey, in the car. Come on, get in. I don't want to throw you in. Have a seat. You'll be all right.
A quick search turns up his real ID, not the fake one he had presented to Escamilla before. A run through the database, and Collier's got 3 extraditable warrants for aggravated assault, possession of a deadly weapon, and drug charges. He says he ran because of his warrants, but now he's got a long list of new charges as well. He now knows he won't be so lucky the second time around when you mess with Arkansas state troopers, and that if you smell of marijuana, when the canines let loose, you're in for more than you bargained for. It was 16th of November 2022 in Michigan when Maumelle police were dispatched to perform a welfare check. When they arrived, the suicidal subject fled and led police on a slow pursuit on Arkansas highways. State police were called for assistance, and they don't mess around.
Get out of the way!
When they stopped at red lights, the suspect was determined to make this getaway as slow as possible, and only sped forwards when she lost her nerve as the trooper inched closer. Even the trooper riding with Escamilla was losing his calm.
24, I'm out of there.
Go, go, go! Go!
Who knows why she had the hazard lights on? But the troopers certainly did know they weren't going to let her risk any more lives on the road when she stopped again. Unlike the suspect's continual indecision, Trooper Escamilla broke out the baton without hesitation, and within seconds she was detained. Although a grappler device would have been ideal in this situation, the suspect was detained without incident and transported to the local hospital. Hopefully she gets the help she needs.